K97.5, new home of that Ricky Smiley Morning Show. It's your main man, Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. Man, I got somebody in the building with me, man. He's a legend. He's a king. He's a don. He's Mr. Everything. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Renzel. Ricky Rose here.
What's up, baby? It's the boss, Ricky Rose. I came to check in. Showtime, what up?
Believe it, man. Good to see you, man. So I know you fresh off the plane, man. I got a whole bunch of questions, so we're gonna get down to it, man. I know that 10th anniversary of Port of Miami just passed, man. So you celebrating a dime in the game.
A dime.
How does that feel, man? How does that feel? Like 10 years since that classic album.
I mean, it most definitely is a special feeling. It's most definitely a special feeling just when it comes to you creating your art, you being appreciated, knowing when you came in 06, you know, how much the game has changed since then and still being able to, you know, do what you do. It feel good, big homie, and I gotta thank the fans for that and all the OGs like yourself.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So coming from the Miami scene, man, of course, you know, Uncle Luke and JT Money, like before you got on, did it seem like you had to follow that path to get on, or did you kind of already know that you had to pave your own way?
I knew what I loved to do, and you know what I connected with the most was some entrepreneur talk, some hustler talk, some bossing up talk. You know, and I love Miami and I love Luke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they had the girls, don't stop, get it, get it,
right.
get it. You know what I'm saying?
Popping.
And that was cool, you know what I'm saying? When you at the pool party, that's cool.
Right.
But if I was at the pool party, I'd be one of the dudes on the side smoking good, plotting on 100,000, you know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to make sure the music I made, you know, represented that. And, you know, that's what, you know, that's what got me still here.
So prior to signing the Suave House, because everybody knows you were signed to Suave House with Tony Drake, but like, what were you listening to back in those days?
You know, I was listening to everything.
Yeah.
You know, I was a huge West Coast fan, huge, of course, Scarface, Rap-A-Lot fan. Of course, anybody that was really, it ain't matter to me where you was from. It didn't matter, East Coast, West Coast. If you was doing your thing and the music was dope, I was with it. Right. So, of course, Port of Miami dropped in 2006, and you dropped several dope projects after that, man. Triller, Deeper Than Rap, God Forgives I Don't. What's your favorite Rick Ross project, and what's your least favorite project? It's hard for me to really decide. It's hard for me to really decide because
it's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah, I love it for, you know, the reasons I love it for. You know what I mean? And the fans love, you know, bodies of work for what they love it for. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just different vibes. You know, just different vibes. You know,
so now I personally think that you are Now I personally think that you are one of the best when it comes to selecting beats. You know, I tell people all the time, like your ear for the beats is impeccable. Like, so what's your process when it comes to selecting like the soundscape for your music and your project and what beats you want to rhyme over, and you know, just like what joints you gonna get into that pocket and go in?
Yeah, I just make sure I have no selling. So whether it's just Blaze or if it's Lex Luger or you know, if it's, you know, Beat Billionaire, you know, whoever it is, whatever, you know, the vibe I'm on, whatever it is, I just make sure I just want the best of, you know, whatever it is. If it's some smooth lady talking, I'm finna go into that Dice Pineapple vibe or that Aston Martin music vibe. I just want to make sure, you know, they could hear the piano.
Yeah. And you've always worked with great producers, even back in the day, working with Eric Sermon and working with like Bink Dog, and you know. So who are some of like the producers that you might have worked with that you don't feel like get enough credit?
Most definitely Bink Dog, when they, you know, because
that's 757. That's that VA right there.
Yeah. Shout out to the big homie. It's because, you know, they opened their doors for me before I was a celebrity or before I had a hit record, and I'll never forget that. And that's why I represent for dudes like Tony Draper and everybody who showed me love before I recorded a hit record and just seen the vision I did. And you know, those were some of the dudes that did, because he let me come down to his house and I stayed for maybe 2-3 weeks.
Right.
In
the house in Jersey, right?
Yeah. Just, you know what I'm saying, Hack, you know what I mean? So, you know, and for the few others that did that, it's all love.
Yeah. So let's talk about MMG, man. What's the difference between Ross as an artist and Ross as a CEO?
The difference is basically, as a CEO, I want to make sure everybody on the label get the same opportunities. I understand we all will have different results, but we all got to have the same opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, the same light. And as far as, you know, an artist on the squad, I just, in my wildest dreams, what I need. And that's what I make sure Double MG provide.
Yeah. So as the leader, let me ask you this. Like, what role did you play in making sure that cooler heads prevailed in that Meek and Drake situation? Like, because I think it could have got a whole lot uglier than it did if some cooler heads didn't step in and some OGs didn't step in.
To me, I just want, let's lay around and get ready and see what big really happens.
Yeah. So what direction do you see the label going in the future? Because, you know, once you decide to put the mic down and hang it up eventually somewhere down the line, who do you think is going to take on that torch?
You know, we got a lot of talent on the squad right now. We got a lot of talent.
Every talent.
And at Double MG, I want us to focus more on the ones that's working the hardest. And that's what we finna do over the next couple months. So when we come in 2017 and announce a couple new acts,
right?
You know, a couple new vibes,
right?
You know, everybody will be focused.
Yeah. So you were signed to Def Jam for a real long time, man, for the majority of your career, but you just left and kind of went over to Epic with L.A. Reid.
Right.
How was that transition for you, and what made you go with Epic as opposed to like a Rock Nation, since you and Jay have that long history?
You know, me and Jay, we most definitely have a long history. That's who, you know, signed me over at Def Jam Records in '06, and he was supportive. I believe I'm one of the dudes that did, you know, some of the most collaborations with Jay. But you know, his resources are always there for me, and we seen that with the 10-year reunion.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Title. It's just me really just still, you know, following my direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking my time.
So
got some paper to get.
So let's talk about CrossFit, man. 75 pounds down.
Yeah.
You still going? You still in the gym?
You still going, baby.
You still doing the cardio?
You still getting it in.
So why was it important to you to start living a healthier lifestyle?
Man, that's what it's about at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Not just because I'm a franchisee and, you know, we own Wingstop franchises and Checkers franchises, and, you know, but at the end of the day, just being a brother, man, just a black brother. It's all about, we got to tighten up on that. I think that's almost number one on our list is brothers.
Right. So Port of Miami, 10 years old. If it was never released, what would you be doing? What would Rizal be right now?
Man, you never know, man. You never know. I would have been trying to get it though.
Yeah.
I've still been trying to get it.
Yeah. So Wingstop bubbling right now. Just open some new franchises.
Yeah, we just purchased a new franchise down in Bradenton, Florida, maybe 2 or 3 days ago.
How many is that total for you?
Honestly, man, I don't even know.
Wow.
I don't even ask anymore.
You just counted up, huh?
I just did an interview and they told me, like, you know, why would you answer? I said because that's my answer, because, you know, I want my team to, you know, to treat each and every store like it's our first and it's our last. So let's not try to get caught up in the hype of how many stores you got. It's more about making everyone we got that much more better. Right,
and it's all about being that businessman, man, and investing in your future and investing in the future of MMG. So let's talk about Wale. He got that new single, One Reason.
Yeah, he just dropped a new joint, One Reason.
Let's talk about it, man. What you think about it? How's the process with working with Wale and you kind of being the leader of MMG and kind of finessing those artists and making sure that they're living up to their potential?
I think that's what it's all about. You know, that's what I always dreamed about. You know, working with artists that's leaders themselves. You know, and that's exactly what Wale is. When he has his own ideas and concepts, he completely does his entire album. He does everything on his own, and you know, he helps with his own videos. So, you know, shout out to DJ Sam Sneak, who's just featured on his new single, his first single, My PYT, and I believe that was close to, I don't want to say it, but you know, millions and millions of streams. So you know, Wale just one of those dudes. You know.
So what about
his Flower Bomb? You know,
right. Make them records, man. Just like yourself, just like me. Y'all make them records, man. So MMG weekend was crazy.
It was crazy.
I saw the Snapchats. My man Wade Banner was on the Snap, posted up. I ain't get no invite. I was trying to hop in the pool. I can't swim.
Oh man!
I'm trying to say what's up.
Like you were supposed to sit on the kiddie side.
I ain't know, man. You know, you got 1,000 acres over there, man.
Hey, Wade was playing video games. The game night, Wade was caught up in the games.
Listen, man, I'm trying to hop in the pool, man.
You know, the strippers can't mess their hair up, so they all sat on the kiddie side.
That's why I need to be next year, man.
Yeah.
Post me up over there.
I got you.
So is it going to be an annual thing that you continue to do? Is it going to be bigger? Because I don't know how much bigger can it be.
It can be bigger, and I think we're gonna make it a little bigger. And I think let's keep it, more about the artist, the DJ.
Yeah.
Just the connection, and let's just get more people involved. You know what I mean? You see, I brought checkers out there, so we had the restaurant in the backyard.
Right. Now, are you buying into checkers, or is that just a different type of relationship?
Nah, I just purchased 2 franchises.
Okay.
Yeah, I just the one that I grew up loving the most, right up the street from my high school. The one where, after our football game every Friday night, we'll go to and sit in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Before we could even really afford to smoke one, we'll just go
Right.
get us 2-3 champ burgers. You know what I'm saying? And them champ with cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Believe it.
Cut it in half. You know what I mean? You just trying to be bougie. That's
Yeah.
why cut the champ in half.
Yeah. So, I know you're on a strict time constraint, man. So I'm gonna let you run. But just what else? I saw the Forbes list. You're on the Forbes list again this year. Cash Kings.
I didn't even look at that.
I saw it. It came out Friday, maybe Thursday, Friday.
And the reason I did it is because there's so much other stuff that come with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you rose, it's a little different. You know what I mean? I'm on the dirtier side. You know what I mean? When it come to the hustling and grinding. I'm gonna be ready to be on that clean side with Puff one day.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, send a little bit to this company, this LLC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out these. I'm in a little tight jam right quick. But shout out to my co-defendant, Black Boy. He ain't here. Shout out to Derek B. Derek B in this thing. You dig? We go way back. Y'all know what it is, man. That's the big homie.
Absolutely. Look. So I talked to Khaled a couple of months ago, and he told me, and I want to know if you tell me the same thing. He told me don't listen to nothing that Derek Baker says. Like, that's my boss. But Khaled said that I don't have to listen to nothing he says. So I want to know if Renzel will say the same thing.
You know what? See,
because he's my boss, but you're the boss.
You see,
so it's a little different.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell you that.
That's what Khaled said. I'm just saying.
Tell you. You see, because you had to know him and Khaled relationship.
Right. Okay.
Those two is just, I don't know. Sometimes I ain't know what the hell I was walking into, man. So but Khaled ride for him. Like no other.
Right.
And when he did whatever. Derek B. Everybody rolled for him. You know what I mean? So it was just always love.
Cool, man. We appreciate you sliding through. Taking over this radio station, man.
Where the Wingstop at around here?
Wingstop is on Newburgh Avenue. It's actually, it ain't too far from here. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. They just built it, as a matter of fact. It's brand new.
It's brand new. It might still be open, though.
Yeah, brand new. Like, in the last month or so.
See? Them lemon pepper wings.
Lemon pepper, man. Any last words for the people of the Triangle, man? Everybody know how to follow you on social media and all that. So just give me some last words for the good folks here.
You already know what it is, man. Keep going hard. Keep dreaming hard. Ricky Rose, I'm finna put some new music out in the next 7 days.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all first, get ready. Black Bottle Boys globally, shout out to y'all, man. DJs worldwide, all my fans in the Triangle that's been holding me down since 05.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna even say 06, I'm gonna say 05.
Absolutely. Renzel, thank you, man. I appreciate that.